everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, I am sat here right now, rather miffed off. This session is going to be quite short, and I'll explain why as quickly as I can. Although, I could draw it out because it'll lengthen the video a bit. Basically, I've just spent the past 35 minutes playing this game and recording the session. And as I was about to go into the rat cave, I'll get to that bit in a minute, the electricity went off in the house, only for 5 seconds, but it went off. My PC obviously went off because the power shut down, my internet went off, everything went off for about 5 seconds, and then the electricity came back on again, which wiped my recording. So I've literally been sat here for the past half an hour, and I've had a great time playing this morning and preparing for this exact moment. And I've lost it all, and I hate redoing things, so I'm not going to do it again, but I'll quickly tell you what I did. So basically, we headed out from our barony, from our capital, Topcliffe. We came to the plains area. I can't remember the name of it. Just give me a second, we can probably find it. Oh, hang on. So we came out, we come up the road, we went to the trail in the hills, where there was a level 10 stealthed leopard, which we took down. Valerie almost died, but she just about made it. And then we came here to the Ratnook Hill. Now, why would we come to the Ratnook Hill at level 4 when I said I'd come back here at level 6? The reason was, I thought we might level up here, but we didn't. We're so close to leveling up, so I came here because I remembered that we hadn't been here before, because we reloaded when we last came here because we died. And there was a load of traps that were about 50 XP each to disarm. So if we disarmed them all, we would have gained about, 250 to 300 XP, which is exactly what we needed to level up. So I came here, got rid of all the traps, leveled up, so we're now level 5. We rested, we prepared spells specifically for this fight, and then as soon as we finished resting, Tristian gave us 3 lesser healing potions. He explained how he really appreciated Elquist's help previously when we saved him. Very gracious of him. He seems to be enjoying life in the party despite the grand tour that we've just been on, getting us almost killed. And then boof, it went off. So that's what I've done. We've reached level 5 by disarming the traps here, we've cleared the trail, and we've prepared for this fight specifically. Because we know what to expect now, don't we? Because we've seen it once before. So I'll quickly take you through the level ups now, what happened with Valerie. We've got with Valerie, I don't know what the easiest way to see this is now, but we've already done it. We leveled up in Fighter for Valerie, and the only thing that she got was an extra feat, and that extra feat that we got was Weapon Focused Bastard Sword. She came with a Bastard Sword proficiency, so, you know, roleplay wise, obviously she likes Bastard Swords, so we're going to focus on that. There's some good Bastard Swords in the game apparently, so it's not a bad weapon to focus on. It gives her a +1 to hit, and she struggles to hit things, so the more chance she has to hit things, the merrier. So she's got a long sword at the moment, but we'll find a decent Bastard Sword as soon as we can, and then she can maximise her effectiveness at hitting things with it. So that was Valerie, level 5 now, with an extra point of Fighter. With Amiri, we got her a level of Barbarian. She got 2 feats. She got a feat called Combat Reflexes, which basically means that equal to her dexterity bonus, which currently is at 1, means she gets an extra attack of opportunity. So rather than hitting one thing with an attack of opportunity, she hits 2. For example, if she's surrounded by, say, if she's engaged with 2 archers, or an archer and a magic user, and she's enlarged, so she gets reach, so she's likely to be in range more easily. Rather than as happened in the past, when they both attack, she gets only 1 attack of opportunity, for example, per round, she can now get 2, which is actually quite significant. And if she gets an extra point of dex through some kind of buff or whatever, that'll be an extra 2 attacks. We need Amiri to be hitting things as much as possible, because the more she hits the more damage she does. And she does a lot of damage. So yeah, having her hit things more often, very useful. So combat reflexes. And she got a barbarian rage stance called Reckless Stance, which at the penalty of 1 AC gets 1 bonus to attack rolls. Again, if she's enlarged, she shouldn't be in danger of being hit too much, so having her enlarged behind the front line of Valerie, hitting things more often is better. So, you know, Rage combined with Reckless Stance, that's an extra +3 to hit at her current level, which is quite significant. So, you know, having her hit things more often, very useful. So, yeah, we're focusing on her hitting things, cleaving things, just doing as much damage as possible. And let's not forget to put that weapon on. Right. So that's Valerie. With Elquist, he leveled up, of course, into Rogue. And with him, we just simply went for Fury's 4, which means that he adds his dexterity bonus to his combat bonus when making trips, you know, when he trips the opponent. So basically it means he gets an extra +5 to his trip rolls against the enemy, which is quite a significant increase, making it much more likely that it's going to trip an opponent. So this is a much more effective trip, which we can then follow up with our sneak attacks, dual stabbage with our daggers, and his sneak attack has gone up to 3d6 from the 2 now as well. So that's Elquist. Lindsay, we put a point into Bard. She got accomplished sneak attacker again, extra sneak attack damage as our little sniper. Yeah, and she got 2 level 2 spells as well, which we can quickly look at. We give her Cacophonous Core, which is a debuff. It causes nausea in the enemy, and Glitter Dust as well, because Glitter Dust is great for taking down concealment, taking down things like blur and things like that, and also to reveal hidden enemies, invisible enemies, of which there are some in here, and also it blinds, chance of blinding as well, which is a really good debuff. So quite a good spell that. So some decent spells there for her to use. So that's Lindsay. Donfair not leveled up, and Tristian, he got into Cleric. An extra channel was the feat that we picked. More importantly for him was the spells. He got his level 3 spells, of course he gets all of them. So we've prepared him for this fight against the Were-Rats. And how have we prepared him specifically? Well, Fairy's Fire, quite similar to Glitter Dust in that it removes blur, displacement, invisibility, again taking down the enemy's defenses, making it easier for us, much easier for us to hit them, especially if they're got 50% concealment. So again, that's going to be used because there is somebody in the one of the Were-Rats uses concealment, I believe. Couple of Blesses, couple of Banes. We can't use ranged touch attacks with him really because he's crap at hitting things. So just kind of the save based spells. So Blessing for buffing, Bane for debuffing the enemy, Ray of Sickening to debuff the enemy. If we can hit Fortitude, save negates, but we can try it. There's nothing else in this level that's going to be useful to us. At level 2, we have Bone Shaker. This doesn't require a ranged touch attack. It's either you hit for full damage or you hit for half damage. It's it's guaranteed damage one way or another. So loading up with that. And Protection from Evil, Communal, because I'm not certain, but I think those Were-Rats might be evil. We could have googled it and checked, but hey, I didn't. So I've just gone with a punt. So hopefully they're evil. So we've got that. So we'll cast that before the fight starts, and it's 1 minute duration, so it's quite short. So that's it. And then for level 3, we've got Fireball, which again is it's a reflex save or for half damage or full damage. It's not a ranged touch attack. It's an instant guaranteed set of damage unless they're resistant to fire. So we'll cast that if we can. We've got Archon's Aura, which is quite a good debuff because it means that the enemy suffer a -2 penalty on their armor class, their attack rolls, their saving throws, and it lasts a long time. It's 1 minute per level, so 5 minutes in this case. And then blindness again. Just, there's nothing else that really that kind of stood out as a potentially good spell for this fight. So, you know, more debuffing the enemy, making it more difficult for them to hit us. Remove curse will be useful. You'll notice that we haven't removed the curse on everybody. The squishies haven't had the curse removed. That's because we're going to remove it in due course through the use of a remove cursed spell. It will take a spell slot, but we'll just kind of fit it in and around when we've got some downtime in the barony, when we're not adventuring. We can cast this to get rid of the curse and save a little bit of coin, because we're all about saving coin and gaining coin right now, right? So that is the strategy for this fight with the were-rats. Kind of, really. It doesn't cover everything, of course, but ultimately we're just going to do the usual thing. We're going to buff everybody to high heaven, have Valerie take all the aggro, enlarge Emiri and Elquist, and have them just stab and hack and slash away. You know, Lindsay doing some shooting and some hideous laughters, and Donfia doing some searing bolts, and him doing his debuffing, his Archon Aura, his blindness, his fairy, you know, his fireball, at least one cast of it, and we'll see if it works. So there you go, 10 minutes of me telling you what happened, rather than 30 minutes of it actually happening, all due to an electricity power cut. But anyway, so I'm a little bit miffed off about that, but hey, the important thing is, we're here, we're alive, we're level 5, and it's time to rock and roll. Right, so I'm gonna quick save it here, and then we're gonna have to buff. Now I was partway through buffing when it crashed, about halfway through the buffing, but basically we need to buff with the longest lasting spells first, shortest spells last. So this is a 10 minute per level, so it's a very long spell buff. Let's pause it, and then we're going to go with a Potion of Barkskin, which is a 30-minute spell buff, followed by Blur, which is a 3-minute spell buff, and Aid for You, which is a 3-minute spell buff. Okay, Shields of Faith are only 1 minute. So next up we got Scroll of Protection from Evil Communal, caster level 3, but it only lasts for 1 minute, so that's going to have to be cast later. I do have Haste. 5 rounds. I mean, it will get us off to a good start, but that's not a very long time. Resist Fire Communal. That's for 10 minutes. Quite a long buff, so let's cast that. Resist Fire Communal. Excellent. Just going to give Elquist a Potion of Shield to pop. That's a 1 minute cast. Right, Bless. Next. Which is 1 minute per level, so that's fine. Okay, so that's 1 minute per level. Let's have a look at the spells. Anything else we need to cast? Archon's Aura, what's that? It's 1 minute per level. Let's cast that. Okay, Archon's Aura. Yep, he's got that on. So let's just make sure that... I think somebody said there was a mod to memorise this kind of stuff, so you don't have to do it all the time. Just press one button and poof, you're away. Protection from Evil, that's 1 minute. Shield of Faith is 1 minute. Protection from Evil Communal, that's fine. So we'll cast that. Have we cast Resist Fire? Yeah, Resist Fire's on. So Shields of Faith.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Cacophonous Cold, Glitter Dust. To sort the hot bars out eventually. I think we're getting there, folks. I think we're kind of getting there. Mage Armor. On self. There's a potion of Mage Armor for him. We're going to have him fight defensively. Abilities. Fight defensively, increases armor class. Give him a potion of Mage Armor, sip on that. Okay, so we're blessed. Lindsay's going to have to pop her song before we go inside because I don't want to waste a turn casting it. Okay, Mage Armor's on. Right. Final task then. The very short casting spells of 1 minute only. Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith. Protection from Evil Communal. Right. F5 it. This is us fully buffed. Right. No, it's not. I've screwed up. I've screwed up. I've completely screwed up. Hang on. Hang on. Shoot. Enlarged person. Mary. Oh, this is a bummer. This is a massive bummer. A massive bummer. Large person, Elquist. Oh, that's annoyed the hell out of me now. There was a potion of reduced person, was there not, for you? Or was it a spell? Who's got reduced person?
Don't hesitate.
Reduced person. Or was it a scroll? I think it was a scroll of reduced person. Somebody had it. Might be Donfair. I don't want to waste any more time. Right, okay, I've screwed this up. I've absolutely cocked it up at the last minute. I can't believe it. Bark skin. She's got a bark skin spell because of one of her pieces of armour. We could cast it with her, but she won't need it. Okay. Bard song, let's get inside quickly. Our buffs are running out. 44 seconds for our Shields of Faith. Right, Valerie. We're going to do this in actually non-turn-based mode, and I'll tell you why. Simply because these things are so hard to hit that if we do it in turn-based, it's going to be very painful to watch that happening. So we're just going to have to be very careful. We can pause it as much as we want, but we want to draw the aggro with Valerie first. And then with the larger characters now, we need to make sure that she's been attacked, which she is. So let's Amiri start attacking. I think this one is easier to hit than this one. So everybody on that one to start with. I kind of don't hope this doesn't turn on Amiri, because Amiri's not got the AC to deal with it if it does. But here we go. Okay, that went very smoothly. That went very, very smoothly. Kind of think, oh, okay, have we over-egged this a little bit? Right, let's go again. Right, this one. Let's see what happens. Okay, this one's a little bit tougher to hit. Right, okay, so we have Bone Shaker, guaranteed hit. We have Scorching Ray, should be easier to hit with the ranged touch attack. If the worst comes to the worst, we've got Magic Missile. Reduced damage due to the fact we've got the scroll or not the scroll, he's cast the protection from energy. Or resist fire, communal. Did we pick... Did he cast it? Let me see what... Oh, it was protection from evil. Who cast the resistance fire? I think it might have been Fedora. Don't know. Yeah, we must have cast it on a scroll. I'm getting confused. There's not many buffs to remember. I can't remember who's cast what. Right, let's keep hitting. Everything's going smoothly so far. Touch wood. Oh, he's going after Amiri. That's not good at all. Okay, we're going to have to keep Amiri up now, so we have to start channeling. In fact, we can maybe hope to do one more Bone Shaker, get a Bone Shaker off, get another fire off. This is not good. He's changed his target. Oh, this is bad news. This is very bad news. She is not primed for this. And if we move, he gets an attack of opportunity. I don't know how to break aggro here. We don't have to break aggro because Amiri slotted him. Right, okay, excellent. Let's move. He's covertly concealed. So at this point, this is where our Fairy Fire domain spell will come into effect. Remove that concealment. Did that hit us? Oh, that was a fireball, not a fairy fire. I cast fireball and not fairy fire, you absolute tool. Oh, it was going so smoothly. so smoothly. That was supposed to be fairy fire. Apologies, says Christian, who's pulled a fedora on the party. I'll heal you. Sorry about that. Okay, he's still concealed. Shall we try that again? Where's fairy fire? Was it a level 1 spell? It's there. Oh. Might remove our concealment though. We are in range. Okay, cancel. No need for that. Oh. Wow. Okay. I better save that. Better save that. So there you go. What a massive difference compared to the first time we came in here. Extra level and preparation. Preparation cannot be underestimated. Could we have done this at level 4 with preparation? Maybe. But certainly at level 5, as you've just seen, very doable. Right, we got enchanted kukri, enchanted leather armor, short sword, armors. Lots of enchanted stuff. All fantastic. More enchanted stuff. Masterwork club. Ooh, what's all this goodies? Ooh, look at all this loot and plunder, and a bag containing a wand of shield. Okay, excellent job. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Some of the stuff. What's this thing? Vast intelligence, +2. I can't remember which of our roles requires intelligence, which of our advisor positions. That could be quite useful. None of our characters actually need intelligence. He's a sorcerer. He's wisdom. She's charisma. And dex. He's dex. She's strength. So we'll keep that for an intelligence-based person, or just to put on an advisor that needs intelligence in the future. This is a belt of incredible dex. We've now got 2 of them. 3 of them. So who else needs dexterity? Could be good for you, simply because it increases AC. So do you know what? It increases AC because it's +2 dexterity AC bonus to go with his fighting defensively and mage armor. Just to, yeah, he should have a semi-decent AC. Could give it to Donfia too, I suppose, but it's fine. Seeing as he gives us 3 potions before this, or 3 lesser restoration potions as a show us of good faith, we'll return the favour. Of course, we'll switch it out for another party member that might need it more specifically in the future, but for now I think he's as good a candidate as any. Oh yeah, when we cleared the trail, we got an additional scorched fragment of a necklace to take our total up to 6, which means there's 1 more left before we can cash that into the storyteller as well. So there you go, my friends. 23-minute session, which would have been a 40-minute session at least had I not lost my previous session due to a power cut, but I don't care. I don't care because we've done the whereas. It was bugging me all night. I said at the start of the recording that you now are never going to see, that I woke up this morning being Sunday, and I was like, the first thing I'm going to do is not play Gran Turismo 7, or, you know, boot my PS5 up. The first thing I'm going to do this morning is play this. I wanted to crack on. I wanted to deal with those were-rats. I wanted to get to level 5. You know, I felt like I'd had some unfinished business to attend to after yesterday's session. So what we'll do is we will... why didn't we take that? It's a good job this screen comes up, because there's the amount of things I've left behind. Too busy bloody yapping. Oh dear. Right. We've got a little bit of time. Not a massive amount. I'm kind of thinking to finish this off properly, we should probably go up across and then just come down here. You know, and then into Topcliffe to finish the session. And then we've done the entire side of, you know, this side of our land. I also remember saying yesterday, I wish this map showed you the borders. So I want to see the borders. You know, it's not very user-friendly, is it? Not realising that down here... Oh, look at that. There's a button to show the borders. So there you go. You can precisely see your borders a hell of a lot more clearly. This is great. I like this. I like this. And there's one that's kind of a cross between the two, so you can see your borders, but it's not greying out the other areas. So I think we'll leave this one on for now. So yeah, all of this land is ours and does require us to have a look at it. This is obviously borderline there. It kind of goes down in here. There's a little bit down here in the Tuskwater. But yeah, I think we've got a little bit of time before we, because the important deadline is the end of the month. So we're gonna make our way here. 2 hours. Got a Nettles Crossing. 5 hours. We're hopefully gonna not need to rest on the road. And we've got a new kingdom. A new kingdom update. Oh, Harim has a request. Seems worried and wants to discuss. Oh, does he now? Well, I'm not. But I'll think about that when I get back. Of all the people to assist, he didn't spring to mind. Right. Okay. Let's go. Nettles Crossing. Can't we come across to here? Oh, okay. I thought we could cross the river here. This seems to be a path. Is it a dead-end path? Okay. This is not... Oh, the bridge was broken! Nettles Crossing, the bridge was broken. You silly fool. Right, okay, well, we're not going this way down. We might as well cancel that plan and save that for another day. Let's get back to our base camp. 21 hours. We'll have to come up this eastern side of our lands another time. Try to avoid the enemies. Okay, let's evade them. I just want to get back at this point, to be fair. Okay, that's fine. Right, 28th of Desnus. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish the session here, and then off camera I'm going to kind of skip the time a little bit forward to the 1st of the next month, because that means that we can start to do some other kingdom management stuff, and it seems like a good place to start the next session. Which will probably be a stream, actually. Or maybe it won't be. We'll see. But there's still a little bit of our land to explore here, and a little bit of our land to explore here. So we'll get that done at the start of the next month, and then once we've done that and dealt with the kingdom management stuff, which will probably take at least one more recorded session, then for the stream, which will be on Wednesday, we can start that off with Elquist on his own, heading to the Verdant Chambers, which will be hilarious because I don't think it's going to work very well, but we'll see. So yeah, let's enter Topcliffe, our capital. Let's get to the throne room, because we have come back victorious. Spring in our step, smile on our face. Harim is badgering us, but we've completely turned him away. Or maybe we haven't. Harim looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his... Didn't I say, Harim, that I was just returned from a rather dangerous adventure, and to leave me to rest, and still you badger me? Who's ignorant now? Look, I heard, not that it is important, but, well, I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the 5 King Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one. The road itself is still here, and possibly not only the road. Well, Elquist, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Yes, well, why precisely do you ask of this, Harim? I thought you'd cast your dwarven heritage aside and you'd left your homelands to go and seek the Grotus. I shouldn't probably... it's like a wound that's never healed. You know, it will only hurt more, but you still need to scratch it. Of course, it's foolish and vain, but still, I wish to look at them. Well, I mean, I know we don't see eye to eye with Harim, of course, but he's a companion, he's a cleric. You know, if Tristan was to abandon us at our hour of need, we could always rely on Harim to pick up the slack. So we don't want to, you know, completely ignore the fella. So fine, we won't be rushing to do it, but when we've got a spare moment, if we find any dwarven ruins, we will indeed seek them out. And not only that, but dwarven ruins does sound quite interesting and fun. Also sounds like there could be loot to be had, so, you know, certainly worth a little bit of a look. Thank you, Elquist. Thank you. Yeah, he's probably thinking to himself as he's spluttering away whilst we're sat on our throne, that, yeah, perhaps calling us ignorant was a bit hasty. Yeah, thank you, Elquist, that's right. You see? Okay, so it sounds like a companion quest. Show the dwarven ruins to Harim. So there you go. Excellent, nice little way to finish the session off. So we'll finish it right here. We're going to remove this monstrosity. Off camera, I'll sort the stuff out and maybe sell some stuff that we don't want. And in the next one, as I said, we shall explore the last couple of areas, east and west, in our realm. And yeah, also sort out some kingdom management stuff, although Harim has already come to us, so perhaps we don't need to do that anymore. But anyway, until next time, have a good weekend, what's the rest of it, and I will see you soon.